passes, it becomes difficult to maintain the proper enthusiasm, excitement, and anticipation for the coming of Mashiach. In this week's parsha, Moshe Rabbeinu begins in Parshas Ve'eschanon, and he says to Hashem, Hashem Elokim, Ata Hachiloisa. Hashem Elokim, Hashem, great Eibishter. Ata Hachiloisa, you began, Lahareses Avdacha, to show your servant. The Zohar makes a comment on these words, Ata Hachiloisa, you have begun. What does it mean you started? Moshe Rabbeinu was saying that only in his days, which means Lahareses Avdacha, through Moshe Rabbeinu, Hashem began to display himself in this world. Until Moshe Rabbeinu, there hasn't been a human being that was able to facilitate and bring down a presence, a revealed presence of Eibishter, for godliness to reveal itself in a full manifest way. And the Zohar says, even though we had already Yaakov Avinu, we can understand that Yaakov was different. Avram and Yitzchak represent certain characteristics. Avram is Chesed, Yitzchak is Gevura, but Yaakov is Tiferes, which is the Shleimus, which is the perfection of the whole center, of the whole Metzias, which is that perfect blend. So therefore, why wasn't there a display already in Yaakov Avinu? So the Zohar says that yes, indeed, Yaakov Avinu, especially through his 12 sons, so you had already the proper infrastructure for a hashra, for a dwelling of the Eibishter in the world, but that was considered very minimal compared to the shleimus that was there by Moshe Rabbeinu. And the Zohar goes on to explain why. Because it wasn't only Moshe. Moshe Rabbeinu had with him thousands and thousands of the Jewish people. He also had the Torah in the world. He also had the Mishkan. He also had the Nesiim. He had the 70 Zakenim. He had Kohanim and Leviim. In other words, we had the entire infrastructure. We had the entire setup for godliness to fully manifest in the world. And actually the Zohar continues and he says that Moshe himself, he had Aaron to represent the right side, and Nachshon to represent the left side, and Moshe Rabbeinu is the center. That's the meaning as Godlecha is referring through Aaron HaKohen. This Yadcha HaChazaka, in your mighty hand, is through Nachshon. So the three of them together present that perfection. But then the Zohar stops on the words and it says, Ata Achiloisa, you've started, so when is going to be the Siyam? If that's just the beginning, when is going to be the Siyam? And here the Zohar says the Siyam is going to be through Melech HaMashiach, Dafka through Melech HaMashiach. Because everything that has been already revealed in the world till now cannot compare in any way to the Hizgalus of godliness in the world in the time of Mashiach. As the Zohar says, there hasn't been L'dorei Dorin for all generations of the past. There hasn't been. And especially now the Zohar says it's going to come down, the godliness that's going to reveal itself is going to be with complete perfection, in a manner that there is going to be shleimus both above and below. There's going to be a perfect harmony and a perfect synchronization between the upper worlds and the lower worlds. So when we realize that we haven't seen anything yet in all of history, and everything is just waiting for a moment that is just elusive. It's so here, but not here. It's so ready for it to be displayed. So we cannot and should not lose our enthusiasm. We should be really, 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 really electrified, really, really alive, really, really excited with breathless anticipation any moment and any second as it's going to reveal itself with all of its glory. Let it be now.